This is Coach Miller here, and we are at the home of the Tigers, McKeesport. Took your Pratte Pack about an hour and a half to get here, dodging the raindrops, but I had a chance to drive through some incredible communities, and it's just so nice to be in this part of Pittsburgh. So much history, so much tradition. Goes back to my early days with Coach Smith, 94 state champs, 05 state champs, and some Whippy titles too along the way. And now, Friday, of course, the Allegheny Health Network, we got all sorts of great championship action, starting with the single A matchup, Class 1A. It, of course, will be Southside and Fort Cherry, 2A, Beaver Falls and Steel Valley, and the 3A matchup, Avonworth and Bell Vernon. And then the one that will end the day could be the best game of the day for the 4A title, Aliquippa. We were with Coach Warfield yesterday, so I felt it was only fitting to come here to McKeesport. This is going to be an epic showdown, is it not, Coach?
Yeah, it should be. Two really good offenses, good defenses, tough kids, hard-nosed football programs. It's going to be exciting.
Listen, Coach Narduzzi, I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Come on down, and you should at least go to AccuSure to watch that young man Keith Spell play. Look, we were talking about him earlier. You know, we got Cam Lindsay from Aliquippa, linebacker, going to Pitt. I think Keith Spell sacked that Wolf kid from Montour, which nobody could get their hands on throughout the season. Lucero's incredible quarterback, 5 times, had some rushing touchdowns. He rushed for over 170 yards. Boyd rushed for over 100. I mean, this young man, before we go any further, somebody's got to give him a chance.
Exactly. I'm amazed that, there's not some large schools, hitting him up right now, but a lot of D2s are on him. It'll be interesting to see what happens by the end of this season, but he's done some amazing things on both sides of the football. Really athletic, nice-sized kid, and humble, great kid on and off the field. So he'll be a great addition to wherever he goes to.
On Friday's Big K Morning Show, I'm going to be in for Larry and Marty as they enjoy some time with family. I'm going to be talking to a number of legendary coaches. And to lead off is a guy who's just there to talk about WPIL and Championship Friday. He played at New Brighton, played at Baldwin Wallace, played at Geneva, Gino DeMarco, and they run the triple option, something that they do here, and Coach Smith did before him. He was a member of the Tigers back in the day. We'll get to that in our next video, but why does that seem to really work so well here at McKeesport?
We have the kids that run it. We usually aren't the biggest team, so if you look at a lot of teams that run a triple option, you usually have smaller kids up front. But they got to be tough. So we got hard-nosed, tough kids that come off the football and they'll hit you. And then we also have a lot of speed. We get a lot of guys who can really run the ball. This year we have, Keith we talk a lot about, but Anthony Boyd, well over 1,000 yards rushing this year. Keemon Spell, Anthony Cromarty, the list goes on. So we have kids that can run the ball, and we got kids that will block for them. So it's a nice little offense for us.
So anytime you see a freshman getting playing time, this goes back to when I was broadcasting week after week, it was always something that made you go, a freshman, Keemon Spell. Tell me about this kid.
We've only had 2 freshmen start for us, even come up to the varsity, him and Khalid Hudson in the last 40 years. So this kid's special. We saw it in shorts and t-shirts, throwing the ball around, seeing him break on balls. I thought he was really good this summer. And then when we got the pads on, he even elevated his game. He's even better with pads on than he is with them off.
Triple option, hopefully you'll be able to do some clock management with it and make it count when you get into the red zone. But this is going to be a monumental task. 16 consecutive times they've been in the Whippy Championship. They've got Lindsay, they've got Hayes, they've got Good, they've got lots of talent. How do you even face an opponent with that kind of arsenal?
Well, number one, our kids feel that they're pretty good too. They want that respect also. And I said it in the paper the other day, our kids are real chill. They have a real low heartbeat. They don't get too excited. They keep everything under them. Their head coach sometimes loses it and, flips out a little bit, but they keep it under control. They really trust each other. They have faith in what they can do. And they feel, this is their time.
All right, we're going to come back, talk about the great history of this community, the blue-collar mentality that continues to move forward. When you look at the city of Pittsburgh and its early success, when it became the industrial capital of the world, it really started in this part of the community, and that's why I still have such respect for this school district and this community, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be here in McKeesport. Coach Miller and I back with more with your Pratte Pack on the road today. Stay right where you are.